Really? It's taking me 10 seconds just to press a button. What is up, everybody? It is Mars Sports, Ichiba Marshall, and ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year again. Yes, sir. And ma'am, whoever's watching this. Today we are doing 2024 NASCAR Cup Series predictions. I usually do this a little earlier in the before the season, but there were two key rides that need to be decided. Took a while, which was the 10 for SHR and the 16 for college. Obviously, Gregson's going to the 10 for SHR, and the college 16 is going to be a part-time car. Yeah, make them out Minson. Anyways, let's do this. So we're gonna do, like always, we'll do this on tier list. Because why not? Yeah. Sorry, my computer's been so slow again. If y'all watch the other Mars 7, if y'all watch the Mars 07 video from like last week or a couple yeah. Um, so my computer was very bad. I don't know why it's being so slow at the moment, but what do I know? Yeah, anyways, let's do this.
2 hours later.
All right, so here we have the template for the bracket. First of all, let me get rid of this ad. That's pretty much useless because we're not sponsored by them, I would guess. Unless there's someone to sponsor us, but what do I know? So basically, I set this up, and you're like, why are there four and already in the slot? Well, I put the part-time drivers in here. Well, like by that I mean cars without full-time drivers, like they're going to part-time drivers. Like the 15s could be Cass Rowell and Cody Ware. 16s be A. John or some other people. 60s could be David Reagan and some other people. And 70s could be BJ McLeod and maybe some other people. So yeah, and BJ McLeod is Live Fast is now a part-time team. So yeah, but today we have the template. It's probably not the most accurate way to do it, like I did. Oh my God, bro. This stupid thing is acting up. Okay. Uh, this is probably not the most accurate way to do it because I don't get to go through all the races and decide who's gonna win, like I did with NFL a couple months ago. But this will still do. Yeah. Anyways, let's do this. I got these all these guys in order, so let's do this. Excuse me. So let's just get through some locks, shall we? William Byron's a lock, bro. He was so good last year. Kyle Busch is a lock. Ryan Blaney, the defending champion, is a lock. Let's see. Kyle Larson's obviously a lock. Denny Hamlin. Martin Truex. Well, I don't know. I'll think about it because he had a pretty bad end of the season. Bell's gonna make it. Logano should make it. Let's see. Am I forgetting anyone? All right. So those are probably the locks. I think both RFK cars will get into the playoffs. Chris Buescher was really good last year. I think Brad Keselowski will finally break that near 3-year long win streak or winless streak. Yeah. And then I think Ross Chastain's make the playoffs. And then I think that who else is up here? I think Chase Elliott will bounce back. That was just very bad circumstances from last season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5 more drivers to pick. I think Truex still makes it. I know he had a bad end of the season, but I think he'll still be fine. Um, and then we got these drivers. I think Bubba's gonna make it in. Oh shoot, I almost forgot about Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick will make it in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we only got 2 more spots. I think I'm looking up here. I think Ty Gibbs will make the playoffs next year. I think he was very close last year, so I think he'll get in this year. And I think I don't know who else will get into the playoffs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got Cindric, Austin Dillon, Barry, LaJoy, Gregson, Briscoe, Burton, Hemrick, McDowell, Gilliland, Kreese, Nemechek, Jones, Stenhouse, Bowman, Haley, Zane Smith, Hocevar, and Suarez. Who gets that final playoff spot? This one's a tough one, to be honest with you. I think I make a bold prediction. This is probably a very bold prediction, but he ran so good in the Spire car back in 2000, well, back in like last year until he wrecked in the Gateway race. And then he did really, really good with a dumpster fire Legacy Motor Club car. This is really bold. I think Carson Hocevar makes the playoffs. He, he just really impressed me last season. Yeah, let me double check. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that's the playoffs. I'll go through each one and why I don't think they make the playoffs. Cindric. Cindric, I just don't see it getting in. He just hasn't been the same since 2022 when he actually had a pretty good season. Dylan, I think he'll have a better season. I just don't think it's gonna be exactly what his teammates up to. Barry, he's a rookie with a deteriorating SHR car. Corey Joy, I think will be closer than usual. I just don't think it's gonna be enough. I'm a roll up, nah, roll up. Gregson. Gregson's going to a dumpster fire SHR car. I don't think it's gonna be like Kyle Larson's redemption season one after he got suspended. Chase Briscoe, it's SHR. They're deteriorating. I don't think any SHR car makes the playoffs this year. Burton, he's been very underwhelming since he's gotten to the Cup Series. Daniel Hemrick, I just don't see him getting in. I don't know. I don't feel like he's gonna get in. McDowell, I think is gonna be on the cutoff. That's my guess. I just don't think it's gonna be that. I think Host Bar's gonna sneak in somewhere. Gilliland, I think he'll have. Honestly, I think he'll have. He's due to have his best year, but I don't know if he's. I don't think he's gonna make it. They chose him over Zane Smith. So what do I know? Which is probably a better move because Zane Smith, because I think Gillen did better than Zane Smith in that front. Priest, it's SHR, as I say. He Nemechek, I think Legacy Motor Club will be a lot better this year than they were last year. I mean, it can't really be much worse than last year, but Nemechek, I just don't see it. I think he'll be on the cutoff. Jones, I mean, he could win 7,500 and get himself into the playoffs. So that's the cutoff race now, but I don't see it. It's just that new Toyota, I feel like the Chevys are going to have an advantage early. Rather reason why I posted bar in the playoffs. Because they're so used to having the OEM. And then Toyota's going to catch Ford are gonna catch up, I think, eventually. Yeah. Jones, that's it. Stenhouse, yes, he won the 500 last year. I think he'll be in the cutoff though. Bowman, he is not, he's been very underwhelming since his injury. I can't really blame him. He got injured. But still, I think he needs to be better though at some point. I think he'll probably win the Daytona 500 pole, but outside of that, I don't see him able to do anything else. I don't know about that, but like I just don't see it this season. Justin Haley, yes, Rick Ware's getting a lot better, but I don't think they're a playoff team yet. They'll get there one day. Zane Smith, I just don't see it. I'm sorry, but I just don't see it. Suarez, I think it's going to be another year coming up short. I think he'll miss the playoffs. And I think he could potentially get replaced. I don't know though. Who knows? Anyways, let's do this. All right, so we got the round of 16. And by the way, this playoff schedule looks a lot different than usual. So it's not the tracks you're normally used to seeing, but like it's still pretty simple. Anyways, let's do this. So we start off with a super speedway in Atlanta for the playoff opener. Don't know why it's a 2 p.m. race, but what do I know? I like to be in a night race, but I guess it's not anymore. I was at that night race last year. That was an awesome race too, until the rain hit, but still it was amazing to go see a super speedway race again. Then we got Watkins Glen, which was a very underwhelming race last year, but hopefully with stage cautions coming back, they can fix that. And Bristol is last round, the round of six, last race of the round 16. Last race of the round of 16, like usual, just different tracks behind it. So let's do this. Atlanta, who even knows at this point? I mean, that I know that track's losing grip from what I've heard, but still. It's gonna be a chaotic race, let's be honest. I think I have no clue who's gonna win that race, honestly. Like, I have absolutely no clue. I could see it being a Hendrick car because Hendrick's pretty good. They like Chase Elliott won there. And under the new Super Speedway configuration. Chase Elliott won there in 2022. Byron's won there twice. The 3 wins, let's see. No, 3 wins for the Hendrick organization there. Me personally, I think an RFK car is going to win it. I think that Brad Keselowski is due for a bounce back. I think he's going to win it. I'm surprised he hasn't won a race by now. Uh, Being that he did so good last season. But what do I know? So I think he'll win that race. Watkins Glen. I think I think Chase Elliott's gonna win that race. 6'9". Nice. He's just due for a bounce back. I don't think he'll do it in a big way. Yeah. And then Bristol. I will give that to, I don't know. Who do I give it to? I think, I don't know. Who would I give it to? I think Dan Hamlin's gonna win there again. I don't know. I think he's gonna win that race. Now, who's gonna move on? Larson is gonna move on. I think Kyle Busch is gonna move on. Blaney will move on. I think Bell's gonna move on. I think that I think Logano's gonna move on this time. Chastain should move on. Busher will move on. Busher's a huge threat now after last year. Who else? So we got 6 drivers left to choose. I think Reddick is gonna get through. And I think Hostbar actually have a chance because he did really good in that LMC car last year. I think that William Byron's gonna get through. Truex, based on the way he was in the playoffs last year, I don't see it going through. Bubba, I don't know. It just feels like he's gonna miss it. I feel like something's gonna happen to him. Gibbs, I don't know. Just I think he's gonna miss it. And Hocevar, he's in a Spire car. It's like I think Spire's gonna go from like a C tier to a B tier organization next year. That's my guess. But I just don't see it happening. So around the 12, we have Kansas, Talladega, and the Charlotte Oval. Oh, good Lord. Um, for the round of 12, I think Kansas is going to go to Kyle Larson. He's good there, so I might as well just pick him. The Talladega is always a chaotic race. Let's be honest here. I think I think that a non-playoff driver is going to win this race. You're like, who was that non-playoff driver? Well, I think that Eric Jones is going to win that race in the Legacy Motor Club 43. That's just my guess. I don't think it's going to be a playoff driver. It's just that's such a chaotic track. And the Roval, Charlotte Roval, that's always a tough one. I'll go Allmendinger because I assume he's going to race Darren Cup because he's always good there. Might as well just call it the Charlotte Almond Oval. I don't know. You might as well just call it the AJ Almondina Roval at this point. Ew, what the freak? So now who goes through from this round? I think BK Have It Your Way is going to get through. Byron's going to get through. Bell, he always finds a way to get through. I think Kyle Busch is going to get through this time. I think Chase Elliott's going to get through. Now we got 2 more drivers that big. I think Busch will go through. And then I think that this one's a tough one. I feel like Denny Hamlin's gonna go through. So Chastain, I don't see it. He missed. He made. I think he got eliminated around 12 last year. I feel like something's gonna happen. Blaney, I just don't see it again this year. I feel like something bad luck is gonna happen. Like I don't know if that momentum's gonna carry in the playoffs like it did last year. Logano, I don't know. I know it's an odd number year or even number year, but still, it's just a hoax, I guess. But like it's still ironic. But like, what do I know? I just don't see it going through. And Reddick, I just think he's gonna come up pretty short. So yeah. Round of eight, we got Las Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville. Vegas, I'm gonna go with Christopher Bell in that race. I just feel like he's gonna always find a way to pull through to the round of four, so I think he does it. And then Homestead is next. And Homestead, I will give that one to Kyle Busch. I mean, he won two championships there. I feel like he's gonna get there. And then Martinsville, what do we even what do I know about Martinsville this time? Ion Melon, we never know. Even I know it's not as good with the next gen or Gen 7, I guess. It's not really next gen anymore because we've had it for 2 years at this point. And it's gonna be the third year. But Martinsville, I will give it to William Byron. And the guy I think is gonna go through to the next round. I'm gonna give it to Chris Buescher. I think he's gonna find a way to pull through this time. But they're not doing so good in this round last year. Larson, I just see it just coming up short because I feel like some Larson's the one type of driver who would like to be like 1 point off. Brad Keselowski, yes, I think he's gonna have a really good season next year. I don't think it's gonna get to round the four though. Elliott, I think he'll be very short. Like he'll be like a point off or something. Hamlin, he always has bad luck here, so I'm just gonna go that he's not gonna go to the playoffs. Even though I like Denny Hamlin and I want him to win a championship one day, but I just don't see him getting through. Yeah. Championship for Phoenix. Got Kyle Busch, who is been in the series for a long time now, since 2005. This is it's his 20th year in the series. Good Lord. And then you have Chris Buescher from Prosper, Texas, which, by the way, has a population of 30,000 people. Well, that's a lot of people still. That's as a someone who almost moved to Prosper, that is a big city. It's a big suburb. I'll put it like that. Like, you want to know how big Prosper is? They literally just opened up two new high schools in the span of 4 years. Like, they had Prosper High School, then they opened up Rock Hill High School, then Walnut Grove High School. Rock Hill was opened up in 2020, Walnut Grove was opened up in 2023. So Prosper is actually a pretty big suburb. Yeah. Christopher Bell from Norman, Oklahoma. He has always made it to this spot at this rate. And he is I think he's the only driver to make the championship four in the next in the Gen 7 era both times. At least as of right now. I think he'll do it a third time. Bell, uh, right. Let's see. 2022 was Logano, Bell, Elliott, and who was the other one? Um, I forgot. Who was the other guy who made the championship four? I think it was a Gibbs car. It was uh Ross Chastain, that's right. How could I forget that? He did one of the most legendary NASCAR moves of all time. Get it? Then this last year was Bell, Blaney, Larson, and God, why did I forget all this stuff all of a sudden? Byron. Yeah, it was Bell, Larson, Blaney, Byron. So yeah, Byron, he had such a good season last season. I can't rule him out this season, obviously. So yeah, I think this will be the championship four, but my champion pick, I know I predicted him like 2022. I might predict, I don't know. I know I predicted Bell's a champion in the past. Didn't happen. I think it's this year. I think it was last year I predicted him as a champion, but I'm still riding. I got Bell. I know we didn't meet my expectation in the past exactly. By that, I mean he didn't win a championship. I think he'll do it this year. Bell's just bound to have such a good year. Plus, he's probably the best driver of the next gen era, arguably, at least statistically, with like playoffs. But yeah. So people always be like, oh, this driver would have won under the Winston format. Well, we don't use that format anymore, so it's not like it matters at this point. That's what I should just start telling NASCAR fans too. Believe that the playoffs are bogus and they should go back to the Winston format. Oh, this driver would have won if it was with a real format. Well, sorry, we don't use that format anymore. We use this format. So that format is no longer valid. So it doesn't mean anything anymore. Sure, it's cool to speculate, but like it doesn't mean anything anymore. You got this, we're in a different era of NASCAR now. Yeah. Now, will teams protest? Who freaking knows at this point? If they start in park, okay, I don't want to give any ideas, but if they like do something stupid, like they wreck the whole field on purpose, or start and park a race, at this point, who even knows? Hopefully, NASCAR and the teams can figure out a charter agreement before the season starts. I doubt that's going to happen. You know, if we see protests, then yeah, that would suck. So yeah, but I will be making 24 predictions for the 2024 NASCAR season. Comment down below whether you want six truck predictions, six Xfinity predictions, and 12 cup predictions, or eight truck predictions, eight Xfinity predictions, or eight cup prediction, and eight cup predictions. So you want six, six, 12, or eight, eight, eight? Y'all just said in the comments. I don't know if y'all are gonna say anything, but if y'all want to chime in, go ahead. I'm still thinking about it because it's 2024. I can do like that. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, that is gonna do it for this video. Thank y'all guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Who do y'all think is gonna be the NASCAR champion this year? And who do you think is gonna have a down year? Who's gonna have a better year? Who's gonna have a breakout year? Who do you think it's gonna be? Yeah. Anyways, y'all, that is gonna do it for this one. Thank y'all guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day. And goodbye. See you on the next one. Peace.